thanks for watching and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a girls night out inspired makeup tutorial, and I am using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I had a request to use that palette in a tutorial, so that is what I did today, and I really like what I created. I've kind of been feeling like I was in a makeup rut for the past couple of days. Like I just didn't know like what I wanted to create, and I didn't like what I created, but I feel like I've pulled myself out of it and I created this look today, and like I said, I just really like it. I hope you guys like it too. I did something a little different today. I did a talk through tutorial, which you'll see very soon if you keep watching, and I hope that you guys aren't too bored with that, but like I said, I really like this look. I hope that you do too, so let's jump into the tutorial, and if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So let's go. So I already applied my primer and my foundation off camera, and now I'm going to brighten my under eye using this Becca under eye brightening corrector. And I'm just taking this on my Bare Minerals concealer brush and just getting a little bit, and I'm going to draw it in a small triangle underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just blend that out. And this honestly makes such a huge difference when I'm doing my makeup. I can tell that my under eye is just so much brighter when I use this product. So if you have like really dark circles, I definitely recommend trying this out. To conceal and highlight even more, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked Complete Coverage Concealer, and I am using the shade Light Warm. And I'm just going to draw this in a downward triangle motion under my eyes. And bring it on to the sides of my nose. And my Cupid's bow, the middle of my chin, down my nose, and some on the middle of my forehead, just to balance out that highlight underneath the eyes. And then again, I'm going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Now to set that concealer, I'm going to mix these two shades from the Kat Von D Contour Kit and mix those together and set my concealer. And I know that this looks really harsh on camera, but in real life it's not that bright, and it will all come together in the end. Once we add our bronzer and blush and highlight, it won't look so drastic. To set the concealer on my eyelids, I'm going to take this like matte white shade here from this Too Faced palette and just apply this all over my lid just to act as a base for all of the other shadows we're going to be going in with later. I do set my eyelids with the Kat Von D powders, but I always like to go in with a eyeshadow as well, just to act as a base. Now I'm taking the shade Limit from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm just applying this in my crease and flicking it upwards towards the upper crease. This is just going to be our transition shade today, so it doesn't really have to be super precise. We're just throwing it in the crease sloppily with this Tarte eyeshadow brush. This came in their Light of the Party palette this year, one of their holiday kits. Next, we're going to apply this shimmery shade, and it is called Liar, and I'm going into that palette again. And I sprayed my brush first with just like a makeup setting spray just to dampen it, and that really brings out like this shimmer in the shadow. I absolutely love doing this technique because it really makes those shimmery shadows pop. So I'm just packing this all over my lid with just a flat definer brush. And I'm not bringing it all the way to the outer corner because we're going to cover that with a darker shadow anyway. So I'm really focusing this on the inner corner and then the middle of my eyelid. Now I'm taking Blackheart, which is the darkest shadow in this palette, and I'm applying this to my outer V of my eye and blending it into the crease. I'm really focusing this just on the outer portion of my eye because that's where I want most of the drama to be. And I'm using a small blending brush by e.l.f. I really like this brush. It blends everything out pretty nicely, but it's also very precise, so it's not too sloppy. So just take your time with this part because you don't want to bring the black too far in or too high up on your crease, because that's when you can look like you have a black eye. So you want to be careful when you're using such dark shadows. Now I'm taking the shade Nooner and I'm just going to blend out this black shadow with a lighter shadow so it's not too harsh and everything is nice and smoky and blended. So I'm really focusing this again on the outer portion of my eye and blending it upwards. And I will slowly bring it towards the inner corner. For eyeliner today, I'm going to be using my NYC Black Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. I cannot physically talk while I do my eyeliner, so here we go. For lashes today, I'm using the Kiss number 11 lashes. Okay, now that we've applied our false lashes, I'm just going to let that glue continue to dry, and I'm going to apply lower lash mascara, and that's all I'm doing for my lower lashes today. I didn't want to make anything too dramatic, so I'm using this Stretchex Stretch Lash Effect Mascara. Just applying a generous coat to my lower lashes. And for my top lashes, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And I'm just going to put a little bit on just to blend the false lashes with my real ones. Okay, moving back to the face, I'm taking this brown contour shade here. Of course it's brown, oh my gosh. I'm taking this contour shade here from the Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm just going to carve out my cheeks. And I'll put a little bit on my forehead as well. For blush, I'm going to take this shade called Amazed by Tarte, and I'm just going to take it on this little angled brush here that's missing a handle, and apply this to the apples of my cheeks and blend it into my contour. For lips, I'm taking this Elizabeth Arden lip pencil, and it is, what is the shade? I'm not sure what this shade is because it's just double-ended, but I will list it down below. I think it's just called Nude, but don't hold me to it. And I am just lining my lips and completely filling them in. And I'm taking this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it is in the shade Cairo, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lips. To highlight today, I'm going to go back into that same Tarte palette that I used the blush from and use this highlight shade, and it's called Pink Champagne. And I'm just dusting this on the tops of my cheekbones and blending it into my blush. And then I will take some on the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to take some of that and pop it on the inner corner of my eyes just to give a nice bright pop. This is the final look. I hope that you guys like this tutorial, and if you do like the talk through, if you find that more informative or more laid back, let me know in the comments down below, or simply give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. So yeah, if you guys recreate this look, definitely like tag me in your pictures on Instagram. My Instagram will be linked below, but it is at Auden Makeup. And you can follow me on there and on Twitter. On Twitter, it's at Auden Hesson, which everything will be linked down below in the description box. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Bye.